Hello everyone, my name is Elle, in case you didn't already know. Welcome to hashtag 365 days of samples or Sample Sunday. This is a project I started last year in order to work through my samples, my deluxe sizes, my travel sizes, everything from foils to those larger samples you might get when you place an order. I just was hoarding them and I wanted to make sure that I was constantly using them instead of keeping them and then having them go bad. Just for the new people who might not be familiar with this series. So if you have any questions about it, just let me know down below. I'll answer you there. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's dive into the products. This is all stuff that I would not purchase the full size of. So the first item I have here is a fragrance. This is one of the replica fragrances. It's called Dancing on the Moon. It's a floral minerality and it's gender anonymous. So this is definitely a mix between masculine and feminine, but I don't feel like it really works well together. Like there's some very strong floral scents with moonflower and it has jasmine in it, and that's so light. And then there's really dark muskier scents and some things that I'm not familiar with, and I don't feel like they really balance each other very well. I feel like the darkness overpowers the light, and while I really like dark, sultry, mysterious fragrances like Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black and YSL Black Opium, I feel like there's just more darkness there, while this was trying to blend the dark and the light. And I love the concept. Like, I love the little picture on there of like dancing on the moon. It really evokes really cool imagery for me, but the scent just didn't take me there. So this is also like $200 Canadian for the full size of this. Just nuts. I don't even think if I loved it I would be willing to pay that much. That's why I don't have the Beach Walk one, because it's just crazy expensive. So I'm glad I got the opportunity to try it. That's the good thing with trying these samples, is that I get to test out those things that I probably wouldn't have otherwise, but it's just not a scent that worked well for me. Next, I have this deluxe size product from IGK. This is Low Key Cleansing Walnut Scalp Scrub, and this was an okay product. I really felt like the packaging malfunctioned, which turned me off from it from the beginning, because if the sample is going to malfunction, maybe the full size is going to as well, just because it never closed properly. Like with these things, they're supposed to close, fasten shut, and this just never did. So it really leaked everywhere. I have there's like a tiny little bit left in there and it's like leaking. It's just not like, I know you can't judge a full size packaging without having it in front of you, but just the sample really turned me off. The product itself was okay. I love the smell of it. It's very pepperminty and it's very refreshing. When I would put it on my scalp, I really loved getting that fragrance going on there, and I felt like it did an okay job at cleansing my scalp, but I just didn't think it really did a whole lot for me. And I just, it wasn't like a pleasant experience using the product. So nothing about it except for the scent would make me want to go back to it, and I'm sure I can find other pepperminty things to use in the shower instead of that one. And I just don't think a scalp scrub is going to work for me. I do use some specialty products. This is a wig, but on my natural hair I do use some specialty products sometimes, because I have various scalp and skin issues, which I feel like is more beneficial than something like this. So it was a cool concept and was fairly refreshing, but I just don't think it's an extra step that I personally need in my hair care routine. Speaking of hair care routines, I have these guys from Living Proof, the Perfect Hair Day shampoo and the conditioner. So I use them both. I got 2 uses from the shampoo packet and 1 use from the conditioner packet. I had used these previously, but I always like to try samples like this again, just in case my hair needs are different than they were before, and sometimes they are. Sometimes something that worked for me a couple of months ago when it comes to shampoo and conditioner will not work for me, and vice versa. So these unfortunately did not work for me again. The shampoo is a little bit too thick and kind of sticky for my hair. Like, it just sort of weighs my hair down. I have very thin, fine hair. And the conditioner, I just needed to use the whole packet to really feel like I was moisturizing my hair. And it's still just, my hair was a bit frizzy and everything after that. So it just was not right for me. I have a very hard time with shampoos and conditioners. I really like very moisturizing, hydrating things because my hair is so fragile and dry that I need things to add extra moisture to them, and these didn't work. And still there are more samples that I would not purchase the full size of. I have 3 from Clinique, the 3-step skincare system, the cleanser, the exfoliator, and the moisturizer. So it's the liquid facial soap in mild. So this was an okay cleanser. I mean, it worked okay, but it was not good at cleansing to remove makeup. It was just good for cleansing skin. So if my skin was already clean from makeup, it was a good thing to use like in the shower when I wanted to make sure my skin was just refreshed a little bit. It worked, but I've tried other cleansers I like better. It just was nothing special. The clarifying lotion, number 2, the exfoliator. This was okay, but I felt like a little bit too harsh for my skin. I love the way they package these samples though. Like, huge thumbs up to Clinique for that, because they give you a little cloth with the product on it. So the cloth looks very similar to like a makeup wipe, and it has the product on it so you can use it to wipe it on your face, as opposed to with some liquid products, companies will put it in a packet like this, but it's liquid. Such a mess. So really hats off to Clinique for thinking of that, because that works so much better as a sample. But like I said, I just felt like the product was a little too harsh for my skin. When I put it on, I could feel my skin stinging a little bit. It just was really uncomfortable. So not the right thing for me either. And then the third thing, the moisturizer, the Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion, just was nothing special. Like, it moisturized my skin, sure, but it wasn't super hydrating, and where my skin's been more on the drier side lately, really gone back and forth so many times, I just need something that works a little bit better. But it didn't break me out, so that's a good thing, because previously I've had some really bad experience with Clinique products, so I'm happy about that. And the last product that I would not purchase the full size of actually took me by surprise. It's the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. So the hydrating primer is one of my holy grail makeup products. I love it so much. But the smoothing primer, I don't like smoothing primers that have a tint to it. And I just feel like it gets stuck in certain spots of my face. And I just felt like it was way too thick for my skin. Like, I really wanted to like it. I've been looking for something like this to sort of use to pat onto like particular problem areas on my face, normally to use in like this area right here, but this just didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. And I remember using it, a little bit of it before, and really liking it, and that's why there was not a whole lot left in this little sample. But I felt like it was just sitting on my skin, and foundation and concealer and stuff just did not sit very well on top of it. I need to keep experimenting, and hopefully I'll find something better. All right, so I have 2 products that I'm going to move back in. The Sephora eyeshadow, this blue one with the sparkles in it. It actually is really pretty. I used it just enough to know that I wanted to keep it around, play with it a little bit more. Not gonna try and pan it though. And I'm gonna move back in Black Opium because I just haven't been reaching for it, and I just think I need to experiment a little bit more with some other things. So I have a few things left. This guy from Bumble Bumble. This is the Balm to Oil hair mask. I just forgot about it. I meant to use it, and you have to sit it on your hair for about 20 minutes. So every time I went to go get a shower, it was like immediately going to get a shower, not, oh, I'll have 20 minutes to kill. So I just completely forgot about it. I still have the Glamglow Super Mud Clearing Treatment Mask. Didn't feel the need to use that yet. The Skinmedica Ultra Sheer Moisturizer, not a whole lot left in there. The YSL Touche Eclat Blurring Primer, not a lot left in here either. And the Mereadesso All In One Moisturizer, getting down there on this guy as well. So that's 5 things I have left. I think I will probably choose roughly 5 more things to work on over the next 2 weeks. All right, so here is the sample box. It's a little bit full again because I've had a few orders and a few new sample things show up for me, so I don't have any complaints about that. As I've said before, I love trying new stuff. So the first thing I'm going to pull out here is from DevaCurl, and this is Melt Into Moisture Matcha Butter Conditioning Mask. Excellent. Okay, I know I have two masks, hair masks, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I need to set aside some more time for stuff like that. Okay, so the next thing I have here is from Atelier Cologne. I have the Mandarin Glaciale perfume. So I know I used this before, but it'll be good to try it again. All right, the third thing I have here is a primer. Oh, this is the FX Mattifying Primer. So I used this before, loved it. Actually have it on my wish list and have been thinking about picking it up during the Vie Rouge sale. So this is perfect timing to try this again, because if I really truly love it, then I know to pick it up when the sale is good. All right, so that's 4 products. I need 2 more. No, that was 3 products. I need 2 more. Product number 4 is, this is from Dr. Brandt. It's the Needles No More 3D Volumizing Mask. So I had used this a little bit before, really liked it. So I'm glad to have products like this that I can play with. All right, so the 5th and final product I am going to be choosing is this is from Giorgio Armani. It's Lip Magnet, Second Skin Intense Matte Color. This is in 400 for all. So I think this is a red. So this is the tube it comes in. Let's see if I can open it. It's gonna be easy. Oh wow, oh, it's so liquidy. But that looks like a really pretty color. I mean, I don't wear reds that often, but I definitely think I'm gonna have to set aside some time for some minimal eye makeup and a lot of red lipstick. All right, so that is everything for this update. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will hopefully talk to you very soon. Bye for now.